the sooner they give us the pain, the sooner the medicine comes
Yeah,
to get over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but I actually think we're in for a couple of hard years. I actually don't see an improvement or a decline or a reduction in interest rates till 25 at least.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, one of the big things in terms of the property market and how it's holding its own, there's been growth, is purely around stock. Stock is very, very tight. And you mix that in with, and I'll talk about it in a minute, in terms of immigration. You've got a couple 100,000 people coming in from overseas. They've got to have shelter.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the highest rate of immigrants in the next 2 years in our history, which is quite amazing. So, when you think about what that's going to do to the rental market, to the fact that we don't have enough stock now. I mean, I'm on the iPad every Friday night watching the football, looking at realestate.com or whatever site, and there is literally no stock, and there hasn't been for, I'd say, over 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I don't see that changing, and I think this influx of immigrants is good when you look at the bottom line. You've got a lot more taxpayers.
Correct.
Taxpayers need a home to live in, and that's the issue.
And there's a lot of upside, I guess, with the immigration, the mix.
You've been big on immigration.
Well, the
John.
thing is, it's immigration is huge in Australia.
Yeah.
All the countries in the world, I think our intake is bigger than anyone's
per capita.
So I think the good thing about that is that it helps the economy. There's more revenue. The government gets more revenue. All those sort of things.
Skills.
Yeah, but those people, and that's another thing that drives the property market because that's demand. People are going to have shelter, as I said.
And with skilled services brings money.
But on the flip side of that is that all of a sudden, if you bring those people in, and there's competition for jobs, and then those people who've got jobs and who have got property and got loans, and then all of a sudden they're out of the job. How do they service the loan?
Absolutely.
So it's a bit of a balance, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You can't just bring, I think it's 1.5 million over the next 2 years.
Yeah.
That is massive.
Yeah.
Look, from experience, I'm an immigrant. I migrated in 1970, and my first home in Australia was a migrant living, it was called a hostel, a migrant hostel. Today it's known as the Villawood Detention Centre.